people, I hope you're very good. So I'm very Nick and I'm back with a new video on Scm International. So tonight I'm come with a video focused on the supply chains. As many of you know, I've been studying supply chains, transportations and commercials and so on. So today I'm going to carry on with the subject which is on the supply chains area. So the first questions that I may ask to you is what is the quality? How can you describe the quality that is defined by the customer is in terms of the supply chains? Is it in a realistic define of the quality, a user-based definitions of quality, a manufacturer-based definition of quality, or a product-based definition of quality? So the answer is definitions of quality. Then, according to the manufacturer-based definition of quality, what is the quality is the concept of the degree of excellence of an acceptable price and the control of variability and acceptable cost. Quality depends on how well the product fit partner or the customer preference. C, even right quality cannot be defined. You know what is this? D, its quality is the degree to which specific product conform to the standard, and the answer is quality is the degree to which specific the product conform to the standard. As what is the answer? Because there's a fish technique calling that the list of technique of an organization's of the materials. So the fish technique give the characteristic of the quality project, which means that there's a list of dimensions, weight, largest that organization set it according to the equipment and according to the resource and according to the customer and the supplier standard. That has to make it according to those. The fish of technique is actually helps to produce the materials in a good manner. And you make sure that the one that you're being created is actually fitted the organization's resources and also meet the market. And in terms of the standard has to meet the market and also has to meet the expectations of the organization, such as the stakeholder who are involved into it. I remember working to Scm case based on the product quality certifications for labels and also for a brand of CCC basically, and to actually need the correct technique of the materials and the dimensions of the quality department. Just check out such informations and provide different information for quality site, and then provide it to us, and then we have to share to the supplier and the customer, and then the supplier and the customer approve and say yes, we can produce according to the dimensions that has been said, and it has to be meet the expectations of Scm, and also make sure that the supplier have the resource to produce for it. And also the other things that said it the supply chains concepts originate in what discipline? Marketing, operation, logistics, and productions. So the supply chain is everywhere. So the answer is here is marketing zero defect and manufacturing is the relevant code in the electronic assembly, is the readily achievable in all area, is the goal of total quality management, and is a obtainable and misleading idea. And the answer is basically is the goal of total quality management. And in the total quality management, it typically focuses on the total quality management. It's really important to acknowledge the total quality management. Just check out Where is the total quality? The total quality management, what is involved is actually the commitment of the quality that goes beyond internal company issue to the supplier and the customer. Beyond, it means something that behind that you cannot see. It's like a blind sea, blind angle that basically the total quality management can be able to establish between internal and external, between the customer and the supplier. And also, the supply chain physiology emerged in which decade? It has been in the decade in 1980, and a supply chain encompasses all activity associated with the flow and transportation of goods for the raw material type through the hand of user as well as the associated information system. Which of the following is not typical? A question deal by the operations management. How much capacity will be needed in the month ahead? What is the satisfactory location for a new facility? How to motivate employees? All are typically operation decisions, and the answer is actually operation decision. And then the operation has already been explained before. Operations mix is actually linked to operation, your accounting, sales, marketing departments, and accountable sales and contact. They are really working together. They make sure that they provide the information to the operations management, because operation management is dealing with everything's internal the organizations to set it. If we